and this is...
But, hey guys.
We are the Experimental Expediters. Experimental Expediters. We are on permanent vacation, a working vacation. We left our jobs, our corporate jobs with secure incomes, daily, weekly paychecks.
9 to 5.
9 to 5. Know what to expect every day, kind of got bored of it. And we are on a paid vacation. It's been 7.5 months of fun, excitement. We've seen the whole country, Canada, Montreal, Toronto. And we are going to talk to you guys about it, how you might be able to do this as well. And you can join us for the adventure, the Experimental Expediters, right after this. We are driving in a FedEx 40-foot Expediters truck. What's an Expediters truck? Well, in this case, it's a 40-foot box truck equipped with a refrigerated system, controls temperature, hot or cold. Has equipment, computer communication equipment, and specifically branded for FedEx. So, you may have found this search by keywords of vacation, earn money on vacation, free vacation. Basically, that's what this is to us. So what do you like to do on your vacation? You like to golf? You like to play tennis? You like to sit at the beach? Do you like to gamble? I like to go to casinos. I like to sightsee. We do that all over the country. And Lynn and I both quit our corporate jobs after several months of deliberation, homework, and we quit our jobs to be truck drivers. I've never driven a truck in my entire life. Did you?
Nope. I drove buses for about a year.
Where did you drive buses?
In Orlando for about a year. Then I went back to Marriott, did that for a couple of years. And then Dan says, what if we start driving a truck? I'm like, no, because my grandbaby is on this way. Good timing. And I get to go home when I want, so.
Are we having fun doing this?
Love it. We love it.
Were you sure about it when we left?
No.
Neither was I.
No. You didn't know where the money was going to come from, if we was going to make money, if we was going to make the same, or more, or less. It's all good. Everything's been good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. Actually, when I went to you with the idea, I was hoping you'd talk me out of it. But you didn't. And we went over all the numbers. We're going to do a video on the decision-making process. So basically, you've reached our first video of a series where we're going to take you along with us on our daily operations and our daily fun outings, whether it be sightseeing or Disneyland, Montreal, all over the country. Within the same week, we've actually been in California and Montreal. That's how this is. So if you like to drive, if you like to be your own boss, if you like to have fun, go out to different restaurants all over the country in Canada, US and Canada. And I tell you what, every job I've ever had, I've been in sales management and sales, I've had stress. This is not a stress-free job. But I don't think in my life I've ever been happier than I am right now.
That's true.
You too?
Yeah. And right now we're in we left Tennessee this morning, this morning, and we leisurely drove to Alabama for a pickup. We're taking Alabama to Fort Wayne, Indiana, for a drop-off tomorrow. It's a temperature-controlled surveillance, so that's why we have all this fancy equipment, so they can keep track of their shipment, right? So
we can't say what's in it or where exactly we're going or coming and all that stuff. Well, we're not live video, so by the time you see this, we'll be delivered. It, so it won't matter.
Yeah, we're delivering tomorrow at 9, I believe. So we're going back to where we started 8 months ago.
That's right. So we made plans to go to a trade show for this particular industry. It was the Expediters Expo in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And we figured we'd learn about it. We hadn't committed to it. We'd learn about the industry, see if it's something we really want to do. And before the show, we'd already signed with this great fleet owner. So FedEx doesn't own any of these trucks. They're owned by either yourselves, like people like you or me could own a truck, or many trucks, or a fleet owner would buy many trucks and get people to drive. And that's what we're doing. We don't own the truck. We signed up with a company called Exam Transport.
Amazing people.
They are. They've been with us every step of the way while we're out on the road. Incredible support.
Yeah.
And you know, it's new. You're worried. Are you really going to get paid? Are you going to make enough money to survive? It's a lot of self-created stress because of the unknown. Was it warranted? No. Everything's been fairly smooth. We had a couple equipment breakdowns at the very beginning. Not the truck breakdown, but a couple pieces of equipment on the truck broke down that got us all worried and upset. And everything the owners took care of, no problems. So we learned how to roll with the punches. But we see the whole country. What's your favorite part? What do you think?
I think waking up and saying, wow, what are we going to be doing today? Where are we today?
Yep.
What state are we in? What city?
Every day's different.
Every day's different. Even Maggie. We have little Maggie here.
We didn't introduce you to Maggie.
Maggie's here. This is our little poochie. And
Maggie.
She's
Want to say hi?
7-year
Want to say hi?
old Chihuahua mix. And she's our little, we go to the parks and stuff when we can. That's her time. And it's usually the weekend because we're very busy driving during the week. So Saturdays and Sundays is usually for her, you know. But my favorite part, I think, is just waking up and saying, I wonder where we are today. What are we going to be doing? I wonder if we're going to go sightseeing or go to a restaurant that, you know, is not a chain. It's in that area, you know.
That's the thing. If we're on a run where we're allowed to stop, every once in a while we're on a run where we're not allowed to stop the first 200 miles. Or we can't leave the truck alone. It has to be someone here. But if we see an interesting, like a tourist trap store or something we want to go and look at, a museum, we can do it. We've parked right at the entrance to Hershey Park's World of Chocolate. Right at the entrance. They let us park our truck right there.
That's in Pennsylvania.
In Hershey, Pennsylvania. That was, I think, one of our first sightseeing things we did. But we just went a couple weeks ago at Disneyland. I've worked at Disney World for 5 years. They haven't been to Disneyland since I was a teenager. So, yeah, I'll tell you, this video and the series of videos after is for everybody, really. If you're interested and you're thinking about, you're tired of your day-to-day 9-to-5 job, and you want something to do, and you already have your commercial driver's license,
and you want to work for Exam.
Yeah, we happy with them.
Melissa's great. Tina's great. Ollie is the owner. He's got like 10 trucks out there, but
maybe 12.
Maybe 12, 10 or 12.
So so if you have your A or B license, and if you don't have your license, you can go somewhere and get it. They like you to have a year experience driving a commercial vehicle. A bus is fine. A dump truck is fine. As long as you have your B license for a year. How did I get my license? I was in sales management. I retired from that and went to work for Disney, the happiest place on earth. They taught me how to drive a bus. Very stress-free, relaxing job. I enjoyed it. After a year, I became a trainer. I trained people for a few years how to drive buses. And one of my students was doing this before, and she had to leave. I think her husband couldn't do this anymore for health reasons. So she told me about it, and I looked into it. It took several months to think about it and look into it. And finally we went for it. So what job were you in before?
I worked for Marriott, the hotel. I was an auditor from 11 to 7. Been doing audit like all my life, it seems like.
And before that you did hotel hospitality bookkeeping. Yeah. So you've been corporate.
Corporate, yeah. I'm always in the hotel industry.
And so now this is like a fish out of the water. So we call ourselves the
Experimental
Expediters.
And you know why that is? Because every day, or not so much now because we've been doing it for almost 8 months, but every day is something new. Every day we're learning something new. And, you know, we want to teach you guys. We had to learn every single thing there is to know. You will go to a class in Fort Wayne.
In
Uniontown. And you'll be there for a week. And yeah, they teach you a whole lot of stuff, and you get all your certifications and stuff. But they don't tell you how to run all this equipment. And that is what
they give you an overview, but until you actually get in the truck,
yeah. So that's what we're here for, is to help you guys, you know, because there's all kinds of stuff you need to learn.
Yeah. a truck before?
No.
I never drove a truck before. So we got the keys to the truck. We get in. Boom, we're truck drivers. And we had to figure stuff out. We had a lot of resources available to us. Other drivers in our fleet, videos on Expediter Kings, which is where this is. A lot of resources. People we can phone call anyone of their fleet.
My favorite is the two guys. Expedite Boogie.
Oh yeah, and the Crafty Truckers.
Crafty Truckers.
And Trucking Couple.
No.
So there's resources out there that
Not
are.
the Trucking Couple.
Oh, stop! We like the truck.
No.
So resources out there that are available. People with experience, years of experience doing this, and what we want to do is bring to you, as newcomers, come along with us for our journey. Come along with us for the fun times. Come along with us for some of the frustrations we go through every once in a while. See what our day-to-day operations are. What the scenery is we see. You're going to get to ride with us in this truck and see for all the miles that we drive, some of the best scenery that we've ever seen. Driving through the Rocky Mountains, driving through California, Arizona, Highway 89. Just, it's amazing. This country is so beautiful, and all we've seen for the most part is flat Florida. I've been in different parts of the country, but never with a truck. And I've never been through all these side roads. We've driven through cornfields,
sunflower fields. I mean, we've gone through cities. We went through New York, but you guys will see all that because we got a crap load of
We're going to take you back in time, and we're going to start out with our first week at the trade show, the Expediters Expo in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh, and tomorrow we get in a new truck.
Tomorrow we're starting over again. We're going to Fort Wayne, Indiana tomorrow, and we're going to pick up. We're going to go for leaving Fort Wayne. We're going to go to Columbus and pick up our brand new truck. So right now we got a truck that's fantastic, and we're going to have a video to show you that truck next. But what's in our truck? How do we live in a truck? You might ask yourself, what? You're going to live in a truck? A lot of our trucks have showers, toilets, stoves, microwaves with convection oven and broilers, sinks, 1 or 2 beds. We have 2 right now. We're going to go to another truck. It's got a shower and a toilet built in. Everything, a satellite dish TV. This thing is direct TV.
She doesn't like bumps. She's coming your way.
Oh, here comes.
Come on, Mags. It's
so Maggie's got to sit on my lap when the truck starts bumping. She don't like that too much.
Yeah, she don't like the bumps in the road.
So, but it's pretty much a home. When I'm done driving, I go right back to my bed, and it's so cozy. I think better than my bed at home. The mattress is
We're very tired by the time you hit the sack.
So this is Maggie.
10 hours of
She's finally coming alive here. She loves to look around and see the scenery. She's probably the best truck dog that anyone could have. Chihuahua Terrier mix. But come along with us for the journey. There's a series of videos. Some are going to show you tricks of the trade. Some of them are going to talk about, one of them is going to be the decision-making process. If you're interested in doing this, whether you want to do it or not, and some of the things you need to think about and research, just make sure this is for you. We're going to do a video on navigation. We'll do a video on cooking. I'm going to do a video on coffee, because you got to have coffee if you're driving 11 hours a day. We're gonna show you as well everything that happens to us and everything.
How to use this doggone equipment.
So let's look at the inside of the truck. It's a little messy. Let's take a quick look. So this is our C-Link, or Qualcomm, or OmniTrax as they now call it, and it has communications, navigation.
That's where you get your everyday
email.
Yeah, you get your emails. You get your your load information. You get your directions.
So we also have a navigation system that we brought along with us. I highly recommend you have 2 or 3. And I just tested out another one. We're going to talk about navigation. I've got another one I tested out today as a backup in case. I've actually had 2 fail, both of them.
And you can contact Ben, and he'll give you a good price on it.
We've got our temperature control system,
yeah,
which has 2 components. One's for reporting, and alarms. Yeah, this is refrigeration control system. Let's see, I can't see it. There it is. Right there. And right there. So, and it's kind of like driving a car, except a little bigger. It's automatic transmission. Of course, air conditioning. It's got a radio system. We have our navigation hooked into it with our Wheeless New Series XM. And on top of that entertainment, we get to look out the window and take a look at the scenery that you see out there.
That's the Tennessee River, folks.
Wow.
Tennessee River.
So this is what we get to do all day. I like to drive at night because when I drive in the mountains at night, I'm afraid of heights, and what I can't see won't hurt me. So I go through the winding mountains at night, and if it was day, I'd probably be afraid. But I don't mind driving 8 hours at a time. So if you like, if that doesn't bother you, this might be for you. So
There you go.
as we have our series of videos coming up, stay with us. Watch some of our videos. If you have questions, contact us through the link.
Like us,
Subscribe, and maybe you'll be one of our coworkers one of these days. If not, sit back and watch our videos and experience what we do through this series of videos. See the country with us. We're having a great time, and hopefully you will too. So come along, enjoy the adventure with us. Anything to add?
Nope. Just I'm glad to see the sun. It's been raining all day.
Yeah, we have to drive through. We've driven through rain, snow, sleet, hail. We've learned how to deal with all that stuff. So we hope you'll join us as the Experimental Expediters. Stay with us and stay tuned for our next video.